And good evening, Lacrosse fans, and welcome to downtown Dartmouth here at the Shearwater Arena for this ECJLL matchup in the men's division between the visiting St. Margaret's Bay Rebels and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits. Should be an exciting matchup here as both teams look to bounce back after losses on the side of the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels coming at the hands of the St. John Rapids. And for the Dartmouth Bandits was the Sackville Wolves not too long ago, as we will see if both teams can bounce back and come out here with the 2 points. So get set here. And number 9, James Locke for the Bandits will start us off in the draw. And a violation charge to the Dartmouth Bandits, so the ball will be started right back up by number 9, McDonald there, Ben McDonald. He moves it over to Ryan Maloney. Maloney down to McGregor Mills. McGregor surveying his options here. He moves it down to Ryan Maloney, but a pass doesn't go. And the ball will be picked up by number 19, Gregor Beach. Beach moving it up. We get to Ben Barrero, captain of the Bandits, as he rests along the half wall. He moves it up. The Aldridge, number 11, Noah Lacombe-Petre. Petre moves it over to James Locke, who's stripped by number 4 for the the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, Max Wadden. As the ball finds itself in the stick of Killian Holloway. Holloway moving it up to Matt Gorman. Matt Gorman surveying his options here. He moves it across to McGregor Mills. Mills looking to shoot underhand. Spins. And Mills has a step here, but is doubled by the Bandits. Still being pressured by Gregor Beach. As he moves it up to Shea Leary, fires a shot. And just off the right-hand shoulder of TJ Cornell Nixon. And the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels recover the ball. The ball's moved over to McGregor Mills. Mills surveying his options here. Mills looking for a shooting lane. As a pick set by Matt Gorman. A shot by McGregor Mills. Save made by TJ Cornell Nixon. And number 88, Landon Basso, will bring it up for us as he passes it off to Seamus Locke. Locke looking around here. Has been very dangerous in the past few games. Is Locke moving in here. Locke surveying his options. Coming around the top, fires! And a great save made by the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels goaltender, Lucas Johnstone. So both teams here have a lot of offensive potential and are very strong on defense as well. As Seamus Locke brings it down and moves it off to Ethan Firth. Firth looking for some step here. He moves it across to Seamus Locke, who steps in the crease. But a great chance in tight there nonetheless. The ball will be brought up by number 2, Owen Rhino. He moves it up to the newly acquired Killian Holloway for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. He moves it off to Ben McDonald. McDonald over to captain Ryan Maloney. He moves it down to number 7, Sawyer Swin. McGregor Mills with it now. Mills moving around his defender here. Moving it back up to captain Ryan Maloney. Now down to number 11, Heath Bolivar. Bolivar fires a shot and scores! Heath Bolivar puts the Rebels up by 1. As he sneaks a shot right through TJ Cornell Nixon on the short side. So Heath Bolivar, the AP for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, finding some room and just firing an errant shot towards the goal. And it somehow finds the handle. And just like that, the Rebels lead by 1. As the face-off will be taken here by number 25, Holden Stewart for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. And number 9, Seamus Locke. As they both battle. Locke moves it towards the half wall. And the ball is still being fought for, but picked up by Seamus Locke. Locke moving it over to Ethan Firth. Firth stopping up, surveying his options. He moves it over to number 18 for the Dartmouth Bandits. That would be Colin Hickey. Mark McConnell fires a shot here. The Aldridge, number 15 for the Bandits. But the shot doesn't go. The ball's being fought for in the corner. As Seamus Locke looking to come out with it. Ball's being fought for by number 12 on the Rebels there, Mace McLean. Sorry, that was Roman McNeil. This ball will be played right back to the Dartmouth Bandits, and here comes Parker McConnell. McConnell crease dives, and a save made by Lucas Johnstone. This ball will be picked up by Roman McNeil. Moves it across the floor to Killian Holloway. Holloway, a product from the Halifax Hurricanes, acquired in a trade in the offseason. And a hit here thrown by Ryan Maloney on number 10, Carter McNeil. As McNeil tries to power his way up up the floor, being pressured by all the Rebels on the floor here. And McNeil doing a great job of getting that ball over the floor in those 10 seconds. The ball be fought for here. And no back over, says the referee. A great job by number 6 for the Dartmouth Bandits. It'll be Ethan Firth on getting that ball and keeping it on their side of the floor. But the Rebels with the ball right now. It'll be number 7, Sawyer Swim. He moves it up to Ben McDonald. McDonald working on his defender. McDonald, toe drag, fires! And a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon as the ball is picked up by the former Rebel, Landon Ryan. Ryan playing some very good defensive ball here for the Bandits as of late. As he passes it off to Parker McConnell. McConnell has a pick set by Noah Competra. McConnell being pressured there by Max Wadden as he moves it over to Seamus Locke. Locke working on Andrew. And a shot there, and a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. As it looks like that ball actually went over the net, so we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball here as Owen Rhino will bring it up. Rhino moving it over to Shea O'Leary. O'Leary over to Matt Gorman. Matt Gorman, a rookie this year. Gorman looking to work on his defender there. Gorman still with it as he moves it over to Owen Rhino. Rhino down to Sawyer Swim, who fires a bouncer there. Doesn't go. And the ball is deflected out of play by the Rebels there. So we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. And the Bandits bring it up here. It'll be number 14 for the Bandits. He fires a shot, and a great save made off the helmet of Lucas Johnstone. So Bandits working around the horn here. It's Ethan Firth with it now. Ethan Firth looking to fire. And a save made by Lucas Johnstone. The ball's picked up by Jake Prince and fired down the floor looking for Killian Holloway, but to no avail. As Dartmouth Bandits pick it right back up, it's Ben Barrero. Barrero working it in as he moves it up to Cohen Hickey. Cohen Hickey over to Seamus Locke. Now down to Ethan Firth. Firth working on his defender there, Andrew George. Ball's with Parker McConnell. McConnell looking to feed through 3 St. Margaret's Bay Rebels defenders there. That did not go as Seamus Locke with it now. Locke moving it over, quick stick, scores! And Parker McConnell finds the twine, and they tie this game right up at 1. A great job here with little to go left in the shot clock as Ethan Firth firing for a reset, but Captain Seamus Locke finding the ball. Parker McConnell unchecked on the stick there, and a skip pass and a great quick stick to beat Lucas Johnstone on the short side down low. And just like that, the game is tied. Parker McConnell, a crude lacrosse product, has been very good for the Bandits this year on the offensive side, controlling the ball. The ball's won there by the Bandits. It's Seamus Locke with it now. Locke surveying his options. Still with his face-off twig as he moves it over to number 11, Noah Competra. And the most recent goal scorer, number 15, Parker McConnell. Looking for another one, McConnell! And he stepped in the crease. It looked like that was going to be a highlight reel goal, but to no avail as we play on here. As Killian Holloway will bring it up. Holloway still with it. He moves it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald surveying his options and moving it up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney over to McGregor Mills. Mills looking to fire through traffic. Mills still with it. Mills moving it over to Killian Holloway. As Holloway will have a step here. Holloway with some room, firing a shot. And a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon. As the ball will be brought up by number 5, the big man, Landon Ryan. Landon Ryan still with it as he's being pressured by Killian Holloway. He moves it over to Seamus Locke. Locke getting around the top, being pressured there by Max Wadden. The ball is now with number 14, Thomas Cluett. Cluett firing and just missing the mark was Thomas Cluett there on the shot. Ball's picked up by Owen Rhino and moved over to Jake Prince. Prince moved it over to Keith Bolivar, but missing the pass, but picked up by Shea O'Leary for the Rebels. Moving it over to number 77, Logan Conrad. Conrad with a couple of goals against St. John as he plays pick and roll with Ryan Maloney, who fires a shot, and a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. Ryan Maloney plays with the St. Mary's Huskies in the Maritime University Field Lacrosse League, along with assistant captain number 9, Ben McDonald. As the ball's moved up here, it is number 16, and moves it up to Thomas Pruitt. Pruitt moving it over to Parker McConnell. McConnell with it. Still looking at his options here. McConnell moving it over to Ethan Firth. There's 7 to go in the shot clock. Great pick set by Seamus Locke there, but a little too hard for the referees. So we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball here as the ball's moved up by Andrew George. Moving it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald with it now. He moves over to number 7, Sawyer Swim. Swim looking for Ben McDonald, cutting through the middle there, but to no avail. But ball's moved over to McGregor Mills. Mills looking for a reset. He's pressured there by Landon Ryan. McGregor Mills with some room, just missing the net on the short side. And it looked like that ball may have hit a Dartmouth player there. And we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball as the Rebels will look to move it around the horn here. Now with Ryan Maloney. Maloney moving it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald firing around a sidearm, just missing the mark. And a back over will be charged to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. We will be started up here by number 14, Thomas Pruitt in the corner. This ball's moved over to Ethan Firth. First down to Seamus Locke. Locke looking at his options here. Killian Holloway plays defense for him. Seamus Locke still with it. Toe drag, trying to get over. Jump shot. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. A fresh 30 here for the Dartmouth Bandits. Thomas Pruitt moves it over to Seamus Locke. Locke down to Firth. Firth looking over the top, firing a shot. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. As the ball's moved up to number 22, Killian Holloway, wearing the A for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. Killian Holloway being pressured there by Ethan Firth. He moves it off to Matt Gorman. Gorman with a step here. Gorman in, and a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. As Landon Basso will start us up. He's stripped by Matt Gorman, but he gets it right back. Landon Basso with a set of wheels there, but Matt Gorman responding in kind, catching up to him as the ball's moved over to Cohen Hickey. Hickey moving it down to Parker McConnell. McConnell looking for Noah Cohn-Petrie, and a shot here by Thomas Pruitt, and a great save made by Lucas Johnstone in tight as Andrew George will move it up. Andrew George being shadowed there by Parker McConnell. Andrew George still with it as he moves it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald here, moving down low to McGregor Mills. Mills being pressured there by Ben Barrera. Mills back up top to Ben McDonald. And a missed opportunity there. But the Bandits come back here. It's number 21 for the Bandits, just missing the mark there. It was number 21 for the Dartmouth Bandits. Don't have a number 4 here right yet. We will take a break with 8:54 left to go in the first. The game is tied at 1. Here we go as we get started back up by number 9 for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. The ball's moved over to Captain Ryan Maloney. Maloney surveying his options as he moves it over to McGregor Mills. Mills being pressured by Basso. Mills with some step here, and a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon on the underhand drive from McGregor Mills. Mills loses the handle, but the ball's picked up by McGregor Mills once again. Mills moving it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald's toe drag, fires, and a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon again. 2 back-to-back saves for the Dartmouth Bandits goaltender. And just like that, he keeps this game knotted at 1. As the ball is stripped from the Dartmouth Bandits defender, Landon Ryan. And he'll be charged for a 10-second violation for not getting the ball over the center line. As the ball finds itself in the hands of Ryan Maloney. Maloney looking to shoot through traffic. Maloney powering his way through. And a penalty coming up to the Dartmouth Bandits. And it looks like a holding the stick call coming to the Dartmouth Bandits. And number 5, Landon Ryan, former Rebel, will go off. 2 minutes for holding the stick. And just like that, the Rebels will have a chance to extend the lead here and put themselves back in front. As number 18, Ryan Maloney will get us started. As he moves it off to Mills. Mills down to Logan Conrad. Back up to Mills. Lots of offensive might here for the Rebels on the outside. This ball's moved over to Ben McDonald. Back up to Maloney. Back up to McDonald. So an inch closer. Maloney with it. Over to McDonald. Now to Maloney. Maloney back to McDonald. Fires a shot and scores! And just like that, the St. Mary's Husky, Ben McDonald, puts the Rebels up by 1. And as number 18 and number 9 for the Rebels play catch here, ultimately it looked like Ryan Maloney would fire that one. The 2 St. Mary's Huskies teammates play pick and catch there, and Ben McDonald rips one right by the short side of TJ Cornell Nixon. He gets set here, and the ball will be picked up by Max Baldwin. Baldwin moving around his defender, Seamus Locke. Locke pressuring very well though. Max Baldwin with it now. Baldwin moving on his defender as he moves it up to Killian Holloway. Holloway seeing some looks on both sides of the ball here. Back up to Ryan Maloney, who has a pick set by McGregor Mills. But Ryan Maloney fires one right off the helmet of TJ Cornell Nixon. Ball be brought up by the mysterious number 16 for the Dartmouth Bandits. He is hit hard there with Park McConnell by number 18, Ryan Maloney. And we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball on the back overcall. Killian Holloway gets in and moves it off to the most recent goal scorer, number 9, Ben McDonald. McDonald looking for another one. And a great underhand try here, but even bigger save from TJ Cornell Nixon. As first goal scorer, Keith Bolivar starts us off. Moving it over to McGregor Mills. Mills surveying his options. McGregor Mills firing through with traffic there and just missing the mark. The ball will be picked up by number 88, Landon Basso, who has a step here. Basso working on Killian Holloway, but elects to wait for his offensive players here as he moves it off to Park McConnell. McConnell being pressured there by Killian Holloway. And now by Jake Prince. The ball is stripped. Killian Holloway will bring it up now. Holloway just lollygagging in, waiting for his teammates. As looking across, he finds Ryan Maloney. Maloney here with a big outside shot available to him. Maloney looking at his options. He moves it over to Shea O'Leary. We have a running for the crease call charged to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. We started up here at number 21 as Matt Gorman stripping the Dartmouth Bandits defender there. And a very good job here by Matt Gorman. Very determined play by the young St. Margaret's Bay Rebel. And Jake Prince looking to bring the ball in, but was checked there by number 9, Seamus Locke. And the ball will go right back over. And we will go Bandits ball. As Noah Petrie starts us off here. Working on Jake Prince. Petrie has a pick set by Parker McConnell. Moving it across there, the Easton first. They go around the horn here. Back over to Parker McConnell. McConnell toe dragging down low. It's Parker McConnell now behind the net. McConnell surveying his options, working his way up front, firing a shot. And a great save there by Lucas Johnstone. Park McConnell looking to sneak one upstairs on Lucas Johnstone. But Andrew Prince will bring the ball up for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. Andrew George moving it over to Ben McDonald, who has a step. Ben McDonald underhand try. And a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. There we go. Dartmouth Bandits ball is number 12 here. Mason McLean will carry the ball. And we have a penalty coming up to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. As now the ball with Thomas Cluett up at the top. And we go 6-on-5 for Dartmouth. Seamus Locke with loads of room on the outside. Seamus Locke moving it down behind the net there. And with little to go on the shot clock and a shot reset. But doesn't matter as an illegal substitution call on the change coming up to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. Will be served by number 11, Heath Boulevard. So a chance here for the Dartmouth Bandits, who have been very good on the power play as of late, to tie this thing up after the goal from Ben McDonald. And there's 4:13 left to go here. And the game's still 2-1. Rebels. Number 15, Parker McConnell will get us started off here. Parker McConnell looking at his options. So he has a lot of offensive might on the top of the house there with some very good outside shots. As Noah Petrie losing the handle, and the ball's picked up by Andrew George. George has some wheels here. He will move the ball down and try and kill off this penalty. He's being shot there by Noah Petrie. And he steps right back on the line. And a back overcharge to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. Noah Petrie will start us off here. Petrie waiting for his offensive set to come out here as he plays pick and catch with Seamus Locke. Now down to Parker McConnell. McConnell around the top of the house here. McConnell firing a shot through traffic. And just missing the mark there, as it looked like that may have gone off Lucas Johnstone. But Chris Susi with the best seat in the house to view that one. As the rest will reconvene here. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball, so the ball did in fact go off Lucas Johnstone before heading out of play. So the ball moved up to Parker McConnell. Moves it over to Seamus Locke, who fires a quick rip. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. So the Rebels, you got to start it off here. It's Jake Prince. Prince will get over the floor to Andrew George. George being pressured there by number 19, Gregor Beach. George falling, still with the ball. And the ball smacked out, but picked up by Killian Holloway. So some luck there for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. As Killian Holloway moves it down to Andrew George, moves it down to Ben McDonald. McDonald still with it. McDonald looking to spin, firing an errant shot, just missing the mark. There was Ben McDonald. This ball will be played up by mysterious number 16. So number 16 would either be Blake Demel or Quinn Gibson. We're not sure yet. Parker McConnell with it now. Moving it over to Seamus Locke. Back to McConnell. McConnell looking for some room here as he fires it over to Ethan Firth. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone on the try from Ethan Firth. And a skip pass here towards the middle looking for Noah Lacombe Petrie. Doesn't go. As well as with Seamus Locke. Locke playing pick and catch and fires a shot off the shoulder of Lucas Johnstone. A couple of great saves here by the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels goaltenders. Seamus Locke again, firing a rip. And a great save made by the Rebels goaltender. As we will go 5-on-5 again here. But a 4-second violation in the crease there, charged for Lucas Johnstone. As the Bandits moving the ball down quickly. As Ethan Firth with it now. With 2 minutes to go left in the first, still 2-1 for the Rebels. As Firth looking for Seamus Locke on the inside. But Seamus Locke ran through the crease before picking up that ball. And number 29, Zach McInnes will bring it up now. He moves it over. McInnes, swim move. McInnes losing the ball. And a hit here from Matt Gorman. And it looked like a hit on Seamus Locke. Sorry, that was Ben Barrero. But Matt Gorman will go off 2 minutes for a check from behind. Really awkward play there, resulting in a Dartmouth Bandits power play. So the Bandits, with 1:43 left to go in the first, still down 2-1, will look to tie things up here late in the first. as Matt Gorman just getting a little too physical on the offensive side of the ball. Parker McConnell will start us off here. McConnell has one in the game already. We get down to Seamus Locke. Moves it back up to Parker McConnell, but just missing the handle there. And Noah Competra saves it from going back over. Noah Competra with it now. As he moves it down to Parker McConnell. He can't seem to get a grip on that one. He recovers it. Parker McConnell moving it over to Ethan Firth. And a couple high passes here for the Bandits. There's 5 to go left on the shot clock. Bandits having no luck here, finding sticks. As Andrew George will bring it up for us as he looks to kill off the remaining time on this penalty and for the period. As Ben McDonald with it now. Ben McDonald spinning off series number 16 for the Bandits. Ben McDonald still with it. McDonald going around the horn with 5 to go left on the shot clock. McDonald looking to firing. Missing the mark there was Ben McDonald. Killian Holloway will just set the ball down for Ben Barrero as we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball on the shot clock violation. As Thomas Pruitt with it now. 33 seconds to go left in the first. Can the Bandits strike here late in the first? Noah Competra moves it over to Seamus Locke. Locke looking for a shot here as he moves it over to Thomas Cluett. Cluett firing an outside rip and a block there by Max Baldwin. As a shot from the outside by assistant captain there. Sorry, that was just Seamus Locke shooting the ball. Ball will be played down to Max Baldwin, who will look to kill off the last 10 seconds of this period. Max Baldwin moving in. Baldwin firing an errant shot, but to no avail. And the ball will be picked up there by number 12 for the Bandits, who was stripped there, was Mason McLean. But the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels lead this one 2-1 on a goal from Ben McDonald. And a goal from Parker McConnell for the Dartmouth Bandits. The other goal scorer for the Rebels with Heath Bolgar on a ripper from the outside. As we will get set for the first intermission and be back for the second period of action.
Great job.
welcome back here for the second period of action in downtown Dartmouth here at the Shearwater Arena for this ECJLL matchup between the visiting St. Margaret's Bay Rebels and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits. In case you missed the first period here, the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels came out on top, 2-1 here, out-shooting and outscoring the Bandits by 1. But the Bandits look to bounce back as they're still in the power play on that check from behind call to number 15 of the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, Matt Gorman. So we will see if the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels can shut them down or if the Dartmouth Bandits can respond in time. So we get set here for the opening draw. To be taken by number 14 for the Dartmouth Bandits, Thomas Pruitt. And number 25 for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, Holden Stewart. They both battle away. And the Dartmouth Bandits will get the ball right back here. The ball's moved up to Parker McConnell. So the Bandits the Bandits power play did not look up to par on that last set there going into the first intermission. Parker McConnell here will look to kickstart that one. But the penalty has just expired, so we will play 5-on-5. As number 7 there firing a shot there was Noah Gibson. And a shot there from Parker McConnell. And it trickles in. Parker McConnell has 2. And just like that, the game is tied. As Parker McConnell picks up the ball there and just has a little bit of room and elects to shoot from a sharp angle. And Lucas Johnstone gets down, gets some of it, but doesn't get enough of it. And just like that, we are tied at 2. So not a power play goal, but a goal nonetheless for the Bandits, and they'll take it. As Thomas Pruitt and Holden Stewart will get us started off here on the face-off. The ball be picked up by the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. Max Baldwin, but stripped there. And the ball's still loose as Max Baldwin will pick it up there. Baldwin being pushed over by the Dartmouth Bandits defense. As Ben Barrero will start us off here. Barrero moving it down to number 14, Thomas Pruitt. Pruitt surveying his options. Pruitt firing an underhand rip. And a block there from Holden Stewart. As Zach McInnes looked to try and go for a run there, but to no avail. It's Noah Gibson with it now. As he's sizing up Killian Holloway. Noah Gibson flipping it over to Ethan Firth there, but to no avail. As the ball being moved up to Jake Prince, but he loses the handle. But Killian Holloway recovers. Holloway moving it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald hidden ball trick there. Doesn't go with Ryan Maloney. Moving it over to Ryan Maloney. There was Ben McDonald. Maloney sizing up his defender. Looking to find an area to shoot. Moving it over to Mills. Mills with 5 to go on the shot clock. Firing! And a moving screen there charged to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. And they will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As the big man Landon Ryan will bring it up for us. Landon Ryan surveying his options. Ryan looking to face dodge on this defender there, Ryan Maloney, a former teammate. But Ethan Firth with it now, firing on his offside and just missing the mark. There was number 6 for the Bandits. As Andrew George will move it up for us now here. Andrew George just with a set of wheels there, but electing to pass it off. Matt Gorman. Gorman there. Moving around his defender and firing a shot off the leg guard of TJ Cornell-Nixon. We have a running through the crease call charged to Matt Gorman. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball there. As Landon Basso will start us off, the assistant captain for the Dartmouth Bandits. Moving it over to Ethan Firth. Firth moving it over to Thomas Pruitt. Pruitt still surveying his options. And moves it over to Nolan Competer. Great pick set by Thomas Pruitt. And Nolan Competer firing it on. A great save made by Lucas Johnstone. As Andrew George with a step here. Andrew George moving in. George firing down low. And a stop made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. And here come the Bandits moving it up. It's Gregor Beach. Beach with a step here. Looking to flip it over to Parker McConnell. But we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball as McGregor Mills moving it up here. McGregor Mills with a step. Mills firing. Save made by, and the ball trickles in. And in the crease was Andrew George there. So even if the ball does roll in, no matter what, you can't be in the crease if you're an offensive player until you have reestablished both feet outside the crease. The goal will be disallowed. So the ball's moved around the horn here. And now it's over from Peter. Peter has a pick set by Thomas Pruitt, but they lose the handle. The ball will be picked up by Killian Holloway, who turns on the Jets. Killian Holloway moving it up, being pressured there by Landon Basso, but the ball is stripped. But they throw an errant pass, and Killian Holloway finds the ball again. Ben McDonald with it now. Some back and forth action here between the Rebels and the Dartmouth Bandits. The ball finds itself in the stick of number 7 Sawyer Swim. Swim moving it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald moving in, firing, and a great save by TJ Cornell Nixon. The ball's picked up by the Dartmouth Bandits defender there. It's number 7, Noah Gibson. Gibson playing both sides of the ball here as he is pressured there by number 19 for the Rebels. And a shot and a goal there from number 7, Noah Gibson, as he fights his way to the front of the net. I was looking down at the phone trying to find a number for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels, number 19. Looked to be Shea O'Leary, but Noah Gibson finds the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels defense sleeping and fires a shot over the far side shoulder of Lucas Johnstone. And just like that, the Bandits grab their first lead of the night. As Holden Stewart and Thomas Pruitt will get us started off here. So a big momentum swing here for the Dartmouth Bandits as they look to come right back down. 2-on-1 here. Parker McConnell with it. But he elects to run around the net. McConnell trying to find some room out front there, but to no avail. There's Parker McConnell with it. McConnell trying to catch with Ethan Firth. Firth sizing up his defender with some room, firing. And no shot there. But the ball will be picked up there by Killian Holloway on the back overcall. He will start us off here, being shadowed by Landon Basso. Killian Holloway moving it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald moving it over to McGregor Mills. Mills has a pick set by Logan Conrad. Ryan Maloney with it now. Moving it down to Ben McDonald. Firing it in. And a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon. As a big hit there thrown to Logan Conrad. And a loose ball push there. So we have some tensions coming up here. But we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. 2-on-1 here. As number 22 moves in for the Bandits. Firing. And a great save there by Lucas Johnstone. Number 22 for the Bandits there, Alexander Collins. And the Dartmouth Bandits bench there was screaming and hollering for a call there as Miz McLean was hauled down. But nothing will come of it as the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels will collect the ball behind the net. As Ryan Maloney with it now. Maloney getting some room, firing it right into the chest of TJ Cornell Nixon. The ball will be picked up by number 19, Gregor Beach, who moves it up to number 13 of the Bandits there, who has his pocket picked there, was Rylan Wall. And Lucas Johnstone with it now. Firing the skip. So we're a long Hail Mary pass there to Andrew George. Andrew George with it now. He's being pressured there by Gregor Beach. Andrew George comes out with the ball, moving it up to captain Ryan Maloney. Maloney moving it down to Ben McDonald. McDonald with 8 to go on the shot clock. Looking to find some room here, get a reset. McDonald skip pass over to McGregor Mills, who fires a shot. And save made by TJ Cornell Nixon as McGregor Mills pulling the stick out of Carter McNeil's hands and firing it across the floor. But no penalty coming up from the referee, so the referee's letting them play here. There's Noah Competra with it. And McGregor Mills now getting involved with Noah Gibson, the most recent goal scorer. As the ball's moved over to Ethan Firth. Firth sets a pick. Corey Firth has a pick set by Noah Gibson. The ball's moved over to Parker McConnell, who finds Nola Competra sneaking behind on a quick stick, goes for a goal, and the Bandits go up by 2. So some great ball movement there as Noah Gibson setting a pick for Ethan Firth, giving him some room. And the ball's moved down to Parker McConnell as the shot clock expires Noah Lacombe-Petra gets loose and quick sticks it past Lucas Johnstone on the short side. And just like that, the Bandits lead by 2. As Holden Stewart and Thomas Cluett will take the draw again here. As the ball's still being fought for, but won by the Rebels. As McGregor Mills here will move in. The Rebels here are looking to respond. As McGregor Mills being pressured there by Landon Basso. Basso is a pick set by Logan Conrad. McGregor Mills moving it down to Matt Gorman, but to no avail. As some tensions boiling over here for the Rebels there. And a shot here by Shea O'Leary doesn't go. And we have a running for the crease call charged to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. So some back and forth action here between these two teams here. Very exciting stuff. As Ben Guerrero will bring it up for us. Guerrero moving it over to Noah Gibson. Gibson, who was perfect on that pick set for Ethan Firth on the last goal. So he moves it over and plays pick and catch with Ethan Firth. Firth still with it. Coming around the top, firing a shot and scoring! Ethan Firth back to back. Just like that, the Bandits go up by 3. And Ethan Firth just getting loose on his defender, Andrew George. And moves towards the center of the floor and firing a bouncer that beats Lucas Johnstone on the short side. And just like that, it's 5-2 Bandits. So the Rebels here will look to respond in kind as Holden Stewart and Thomas Cluett will start us off again here. These two have been very excellent in the face-off draw, with many of them going both ways. But the Bandits will come out with the ball here. It's Parker McConnell with it now. McConnell with a couple in the game here already. Moving it over to Noah Lacombe-Petra. Petra moving in. On crease dive on Lucas Johnstone, doesn't go. And here's Ethan Firth looking for Parker McConnell on the crease there, but no avail. Parker McConnell moving it over, looking for Ethan Firth. So a couple passes between number 6 and number 15 for the Bandits. It's Parker McConnell with 2 to go on the shot clock. We'll fire an errant shot, and we'll go just wide as the Rebels will start up here. Number 6, McGregor Mills will start us off. Mills being shadowed there by Gregor Beach. Mills bringing it down to the corner now. He has Ryan Maloney who passes it off to up the top. Bringing it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald looking to shoot here. McDonald firing a shot. And that one looked like it trickled in. But TJ Cornell-Nixon keeping it out. As Landon Ryan will pick it up for the Bandits. Landon Ryan swimming around offensive players here and passes it off to Xander Collins. Collins moving in here. Xander Collins fighting his way to the net. Collins fires a shot off the post. He beats Lucas Johnstone but can't beat the pipe. As Gregor Beach will bring the ball right back in here for the Bandits. 25 to go on the shot clock. So a great effort there from number 22 on the Bandits to try and put them up by 6. And a shot here from Noah Lacombe-Petra. And a save made by Lucas Johnstone. But the ball goes out of play, so we'll go Dartmouth Bandits ball. Colin Hickey with it now. Hickey looking for Petra. And a quick stick. And it goes! And just like that, it's 6-2 Bandits. Noah Lacombe-Petra beating Lucas Johnstone on a great quick reset here as Cohen Hickey uses his eyes to find Noah Lacombe-Petra, catching Ryan Maloney sleeping as he quick sticks it short side on Lucas Johnstone. So some great ball movement here. We were talking about the ball movement in the first period on that power play set not being up to par. But the Bandits have found the handle as the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels will call their first timeout of the game. So we will be right back in 30 seconds. welcome back here. So with 10:14 left to go in the second, it is 6-2 Bandits. As we have a new face-off taker for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. It'll be Max Baldwin against number 14, Thomas Cluett. So the Bandits exploding on the offense here in the second period, finding 5 goals, put them up 6-2. See if the Rebels can respond in kind or if the Bandits can shut them down. The ball still being fought for, but won by the Bandits. Matt Gorman will give chase, but to no avail, as Ben Barrero still with it. Barrero moving it off to Thomas Cluett down in the corner. Now up to Parker McConnell. McConnell over to Petra. Now back to McConnell. McConnell over to Ethan Firth, who fires a shot. Just missing the mark there, but back up with Parker McConnell. McConnell looking for somebody down by the crease. It was Thomas Cluett, but to no avail. Parker McConnell firing a rip and off the top of Lucas Johnstone's shoulder, but staying out of the net nonetheless. As the Rebels bring the ball up here with McGregor Mills. Mills has a pick set by Andrew George. And he passes it off to Matt Gorman. Gorman still with it here. Matt Gorman up at the top. Gorman playing pick and roll with Shea O'Leary. And Andrew George fires an underhand shot, just missing the mark. And McGregor Mills with it now. Mills creates some room here, fires a shot, and a great save made by TJ Cornell Nixon. And we will have our first stop here, second stop of the game at the 10-minute mark. So we will be right back after this. And welcome back here as the Dartmouth Bandits will start us off. Noah Lacombe Petra bringing it up. Petra moving it over to Thomas Cluett. So Parker McConnell. Now back to Ethan Firth. Firth moving it over to Noah Gibson. Noah Gibson being shadowed there by Max Baldwin. Gibson spinning, moving it over to Ethan Firth. He's all alone. Ethan Firth just missing the mark there. As Keelan Holloway will bring up. And the Bandits with some rigorous offensive pressure there to get the ball out of the stick of the Rebels, but the Rebels recover it. Owen Rano moves it up. And the ball's picked off. And that pass up to Andrew George. As Andrew George is pressured there by the Bandits. And the Rebels all over the floor here. Being pressured on all fronts. The ball will be started up here by Noah Gibson. Gibson already with one in the game. He moves it over to Noah Lacombe Petra. Petra. So with some room, moving it over to Gibson again. Gibson with some room. Gibson in, fakes, off the bar. Great effort there by number 7 of the Bandits. As well as moved up to Andrew George. George looking for somebody off the bench. It's Ben McDonald. McDonald in, scores! Ben McDonald as he scores on a feed from number 14, Andrew George. And just like that, the Rebels claw within 3 on a great up by the Rebels defense there. It's Andrew George looking off the bench. And Ben McDonald, as he threads the needle with the pass there. Ben McDonald putting it over the shoulder of TJ Cornell Nixon. And you can't leave number 9 unattended or he will burn you. As we will get set for the next draw here. It's number 91 for the Rebels, Max Baldwin. And number 14, Thomas Cluett. Ball flipped up here, but picked up by Killian Holloway. Should be mentioned that for the Rebels, they have a couple guys out here that are leading the charge. Here we Here are the Rebels again. And a great chance there from number 15, Matt Gorman. So the Bandits will bring the ball right back up here, number 27, Ben Barrero. A couple individuals out for the Rebels. And a couple top guys in their offensive set as a slash to the head goes unnoticed by the officials. As Ethan Firth moves in with the ball here. And Noah Gibson firing a shot on. And he recovers the ball right back in. We'll go Rebels ball. Tristan and Cohen Conrad are out for a couple games after a couple suspensions in the last game against the Rapids. So some very, very big talent being left off the floor here for the Rebels. As number 9 with it now, Ben McDonald over the top. McDonald moving through the Bandits defense, moving it off to McGregor. Mills moving in here, diving through the crease. And trying to beat TJ Cornell-Nixon, but to no avail. As the ball's moved up to number 88, Landon Basso. Basso moving in. Basso moving in, tries to beat Lucas Johnstone. His ball's played right back up here to Owen Rhino. Rhino in, fires, scores! Number 2, Owen Rhino. Pots one, and just like that, the Rebels make it 6-4. As Killian Holloway catches Owen Rhino moving up the floor. And Rhino with a one-handed grab, a great grab to reel that one in. Rhino sees the corner and puts it there, right on the right side of TJ Cornell-Nixon. And just like that, the Rebels make it 6-4. So lots of quick ups here by both sides on the defensive side of the ball. It looks like Max Baldwin for the Rebels, and Thomas Pruitt will face off once again. So a couple back and forth action here between both sides that are loaded with offensive might on both defense and offensive sides of the ball. As the ball will be fought for here, but picked up by the Rebels. It's Shea O'Leary with it now. O'Leary drops the ball, and the ball will be moved up to Ethan Firth. Firth with a step. Firth fires, scores! Ethan Firth. He restores the 3-goal lead for the Bandits. On a great pickup here as Parker McConnell sees Ethan Firth straggling behind the defense. And Ethan Firth, with pressure coming in on him, he beats Lucas Johnstone on the left side to put the Bandits up by a score of 7-4. So back and forth action here. What can you ask for on a Friday night? Some really exciting lacrosse here between these two clubs. They're both neck and neck in the standings. They'll sit at 2 wins and 1 loss. As number 29, Zach McInnes will bring it up for the Rebels now. McInnes, swim moving, and he escapes danger. Zach McInnes, great effort there. As he is most notable for having an effort on the defensive side of the ball, and a shot there by Ben McDonald doesn't go. And Landon Basso will bring up the ball here. Landon Basso waiting for his teammates. As Basso comes right back up the top and gives it to Parker McConnell. McConnell with a couple points here tonight has been fantastic for the Bandits since joining them this year from Alberta. There's Noah Competra looking for his options here behind the net. Noah Competra finds Noah Gibson straggling up front, and a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. And the ball moved up to McGregor Mills. With 5:22 left to go in the third, still 7-4 Bandits. McGregor Mills moving it up to Ryan Maloney. Back to Mills. Mills moving it over to Matt Gorman. Gorman has an ISO on the right side. Matt Gorman working on his defender. Moving it up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney fires a question shot there. A question mark shot doesn't go for the captain of the Rebels. The ball will be brought up by the captain, Ben Barrero. And we have a call coming up here to the Dartmouth Bandits as number 21 will go off for a slashing call as he got tangled up with the captain of the Rebels, Ryan Maloney. So the Rebels here looking to kickstart their offense once again, get a roll going on the penalty. See number 21 of the Dartmouth Bandits. We will have a number shortly for that individual. As Ben McDonald will start us off here. So it was a slashing call coming to the Bandits. And still no number. It's either, my guess would be Blake Demmel or Quinn Gibson. This ball's whipped around the horn here. Back up to Matt Gorman. Going to Ben McDonald. McDonald over to McGregor Mills. Mills back to McDonald. Fakes a pass over to Matt Gorman, but passes it over. Back up to McDonald. To Gorman. Gorman firing a shot down low. Save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. So Landon Ryan trying to get through here as he's pressured there by Matt Gorman, but Ben McDonald recovers it. Ben McDonald just setting the tone here. Just resting up top, waiting for his offensive might to come out. As the ball finds itself in the stick of McGregor Mills. Mills fake and a shot. The ball's saved there by TJ Cornell-Nixon, who likes to throw the ball all the way down the floor. Still no number for the penalty to the Dartmouth Bandits. We'll have that shortly, hopefully. Ball will be moved around the horn here. It's now up with McGregor Mills. Back up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney. Going to get over to McGregor Mills. Back over to Maloney. Maloney over to Ben McDonald. Fires. Scores. Ben McDonald. And just like that, he has his second of the game. And it's 7-5. So, couple offensive powerhouses up here up at the top. And the likes of McGregor Mills, Ryan Maloney, and Ben McDonald. As McDonald finds some open room and fires it underneath the leg guard of TJ Cornell-Nixon. And he has his second of the game to make this 7-5. Still no number for the individual serving the penalty for the Bandits, so we will await that. As the ball be still fought here. And number 91 for the Rebels laid down on Thomas Pluitt, so can't do that. We will go Bandits ball. As Parker McConnell with it now with 3:29 left to go in the second. Still 7-5 Bandits. McConnell moving it up to Thomas Pluitt. Pluitt looking around here. Moving it over to McConnell. McConnell moving around Shea O'Leary. As he moves it over to Ethan Firth. Firth back over to McConnell. McConnell fires through it. Screen there. Bouncer. And a great goal there by the Alberta product. Number 15, Parker McConnell. And he puts the Bandits back up by 3. As Parker McConnell plays pick and catch there. Sorry, catch with number 6, Ethan Firth. And McConnell just fires a bouncer off the floor and beats Lucas Johnstone up high. And just like that, it's 8-5 Bandits. This young fella is a really good talent out of Alberta and a great pickup by the Dartmouth Bandits. He has been stellar for the Dalhousie Tigers in the Maritime University Field Lacrosse League and showing just why here for the Dartmouth Bandits in the ECJLL. The ball's moved up to Killian Holloway. Back to McGregor Mills. Mills finding Ben McDonald behind the back, and it doesn't go. A great effort there by number 9 on the Rebels. But TJ Cornell-Nixon comes up huge. As the ball be picked up by number 9 again. And we have a holding call coming to the Rebels. And it looks like number 15, Matt Gorman, will go off for his second penalty of the game. As Chris Soucy sees everything on the floor, including holding calls. So the Bandits will look to extend their lead by 4 on this power play. As most recent goal scorer, Parker McConnell will get us started off. Parker McConnell. As we await some of the Rebels' defense to get on the floor. And we will get set here. McConnell moving it over to Pitcher on the left side. Back up to McConnell. McConnell behind the back toss to Petra. Petra firing it. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. As the ball's picked up there and fought for and won by Andrew George. George trying to lead around Ethan Firth. George finding Killian Holloway there. But Killian Holloway can't cover the pass. As the ball's picked up by number 12 of the Dartmouth Bandits. There would be Bandits number 12 being Mason McLean. As Park McConnell moving it over to Ethan Firth. Back to McConnell. McConnell over to Ethan Firth on the right side. McConnell back up to the top. Pick set by Noah Competers. McConnell fires. Looking for a hat trick, but doesn't go. As the ball moved up here by number 14, Andrew George. George being pressured there by number 6, Ethan Firth. With George bringing it down to the corner. As the Bandits double up the ball. Moving it up to number 18, Ryan Maloney. Maloney moving his way in there, but being shadowed there by number 12, the aforementioned Mason McLean. Back up with Ben McDonald, toe drag around his defenders. Ben McDonald looking for a lane, trying to get open here. Blocking the shot was the Bandits defender there. And apologies here, Parker McConnell already has a hat trick, so that last goal being the hat trick goal. Great bouncer from the outside. It's Parker McConnell with 4 points on the night. Ethan Firth topping that with 5. That's Firth with another one here, firing and looking for his hat trick, but doesn't go. That's Firth with 2 goals, 3 assists, and Noah Competra following suit with 2 goals. As McGregor Mills with it now, looking to be pushed over to center by number 16 now. As the Rebels kill off the penalty. It's McGregor Mills looking to beat his defender, Jamie Collins. Now with Matt Gorman. Gorman has his pocket stripped. The ball be picked up by the Bandits defense. And we have a 10-second violation coming up to the Bandits. So here we go. Rebels ball. But we have a timeout call here. And we'll be right back after this. And welcome back here as we will get started up late in this second period as the Bandits go 6-on-5 and look to extend their lead by 1. Extend their lead by 4. Ethan Firth will fill out the rest of this period. 15 to go. They have 1 more play left in their books. There's Ethan Firth. Still at the top. Moves it down to Noah Gibson. Back up to Firth. Firth has a pick set. And looking across there for Noah Competra. That's no avail. But the Dartmouth Bandits responding in kind after being down 2-1 in the first. They will come right back and they lead this game by 8, by a score of 8-5, led by the likes of Ethan Firth and the all-dangerous Parker McConnell. We will be right back for the third period after the second intermission. And welcome back, Lacrosse fans, to this Friday night matchup between the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels and the Dartmouth Bandits. In case you missed it, the Dartmouth Bandits rallied back in the second and now lead this game 8-5. As the Bandits will look to put this one away, while the Rebels will look to bounce right back. As Max Baldwin and Thomas Pruitt will start us off once again. These two battling in the face-off draw all night. And the ball will be picked up by number 15, Matt Gorman. Gorman looking to settle things down. Number 15, Matt Gorman, a rookie in the league this year. Picked up and protected by the Rebels in the offseason. As McGregor Mills plays pick and catch with Ryan Maloney, who fires off the ball, off the bar with Ryan Maloney. The ball will be pinned in the corner. Parker McConnell looking to try and get the ball out. Picked up by Matt Gorman. Gorman with a step. Gorman firing an underhand rip, but doesn't go. The ball's recovered by Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald swings it over to McGregor Mills. Mills looking to find some room. Swings it back over to Ben McDonald, who puts it right back over to Sawyer Swin. Back over to Ben McDonald. McDonald being shouted there by Ben Barrero. Has a pick set for him. McDonald bounce pass to Matt Gorman. But Matt Gorman couldn't find the handle on that pass. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As Ben Barrero bring it up for the Dartmouth Bandits now. Barrero being pressured there by Ben McDonald. Barrero loses the handle on it. And the ball will be pushed back over. We have a back over call to the Dartmouth Bandits. So we'll go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball. And Shea O'Leary's spread here. And a quick stick attempt there by Logan Conrad doesn't go. And Landon Basso there, trying to pick up the ball, fell in the process and got up a little bit slow. Xander Collins with it now. Looking for Carter McNeil. Carter McNeil was tossed to the last game here at home for getting involved with one of the Halifax Hurricanes defenders. That's Cole Van Heusen. As the ball will find itself in the stick of Ryan Maloney, he moves it down to McGregor Mills. Mills with it now being pressured. Mills with a step. Mills is triple teamed, and we have a call coming up here to the Bandits. And Matt Gorman with a push on the back. So moving pick, but nonetheless, a penalty coming up to the Dartmouth Bandits. It'll be our mysterious number 16 for the Dartmouth Bandits going off for a holding call. Caught by referee Maurice. And the Rebels will look to kickstart a comeback here with 17:59 left to go in the third. Ryan Maloney will start us off. Ryan Maloney with a couple shooters around him. Moves down to Logan Conrad, back up to Mills. Now up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney fires an underhand rip. And the ball will go all the way right back down the floor. And a back over charge to the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. As the Dartmouth Bandits will get right back on the floor. And Noah Gibson will start us off here. He'll be shadowed there by Owen Rhino. Rhino with a goal in the game already. And swim move there. The ball stripped. But Ethan Firth picking it up here. Looked like he was taking it to the rack. Ethan Firth with it now. Killing off valuable time with penalty. As Max Baldwin looks stripped. Ethan Firth. Parker McConnell with it now. McConnell still with it. McConnell as the shot clock expires there. And Noble player on the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels will be number 91, Max Baldwin, who won a Maritime University Field Lacrosse League championship with the St. FX X-Men this year, beating, unfortunately, yours truly in the final on the Dalhousie Tigers. Ben McDonald fires a rip, and a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon, as the St. FX X-Men have been fantastic in the previous years and finally got the job done this year against our Tigers. And Ben Barrero with it now. Barrero moving around the horn. Ben Barrero still with it there, as he's pinned along the corner. Ben Barrero killing off valuable time here. 23 left to go in the penalty to our mysterious number 16. But Ryan Maloney will start us off. Maloney hustling up the floor, trying to get all he can out of this power play. Move it over to McGregor Mills. Back up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney loses the handle, and Landon Basso has a step. Landon Basso all alone here. Landon Basso fires and scores! And a costly drop for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. And Landon Basso makes them pay. Landon Basso, you cannot leave that man unattended, as he has some wheels. And the assistant captain there, all alone with Shea O'Leary on his tail. But Landon Basso firing it top corner on the goaltender, Lucas Johnstone. And just like that, it's 9-5. So a goal on the penalty kill for the Dartmouth Bandits. So a pretty successful kill here for the Bandits indeed. As number 14, Thomas Pruitt, and the aforementioned Max Baldwin taking the draw, but won by the Rebels. There's the Rebels, number 15, Matt Gorman with it now. Moving it over to Sawyer Swim. So a lot of young guns for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels here. As the ball's with McGregor Mills. Mills moving it over to Sawyer Swim. Swim moving it over to Matt Gorman. Gorman with 7 to go on the shot clock, fires a shot, and just missing the mark. The ball will be picked right back up there by number 16 there, looking for Gregor Beach, but to no avail, as Killian Holloway will bring it up here. Holloway being shadowed there by Gregor Beach. Holloway moving it over to Ben McDonald. McDonald coming down the half wall on the right side. Ben McDonald moving it up to Shea O'Leary. Shea O'Leary moving it over to McGregor Mills there. Mills looking to shoot underhand here. Mills firing a shot and just missing the mark. But Mills with another chance here. Great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. And the ball's recovered there by the Bandits. A fresh 30 for them to get it up the floor here. Gregor Beach moving it up to the latest goal scorer, Landon Basso. Basso handing it off to Noah Competra, who trots his way down the corner. Petra still looking at his options, moving it up to Parker McConnell. With 5 points in the game already, Parker McConnell has been dangerous for the Bandits. McConnell looking to add to that. McConnell firing! And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. And we have a running through the crease call coming to the Dartmouth Bandits, but we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball. And the Rebels move it up to number 4 there, Max Wadded, as he passes off to Matt Gorman. Matt Gorman moving it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald cuts through the middle. McDonald, flip pass over. Matt Gorman, stone cold there by TJ Cornell-Nixon. And we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball. I didn't see the call there by veteran official Chris Soucy. And nonetheless, the Rebels maintain the ball with McGregor Mills on the left side now. McGregor Mills being pressured there by Xander Collins. Mills surveying his options. He has Matt Gorman cutting through the middle. But great defensive effort there by number 27, Ben Barrero. And McGregor Mills tries to dunk it on TJ Cornell-Nixon, but doesn't go. As the ball will be brought up, and Ethan Firth will have it now. On a great pass, and up there by Ryland Wall. So Firth with it now still, on the right side. Moves it over to Parker McConnell, a great skip across the floor. McConnell working on Killian Holloway. McConnell fires another bouncer, looking to add a fourth. But it'll be a back over charge to the Dartmouth Bandits. McConnell shaking his head, but he's been electric here tonight from just that same spot. Logan Conrad will get us started here. Bringing it up to Ryan Maloney. Maloney has a pick set by Logan Conrad. He rips a shot, and a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. As Wall finds himself on the stick of Landon Basso. So 12:43 left to go in the third here. Still 9-5 Bandits. Parker McConnell still with it. Down in the corner. McConnell brings it all the way back up. McConnell moving it over to number 7, Noah Gibson. Gibson coming in here. Gibson firing. And where is it? It's underneath Lucas Johnstone somewhere. But a great stop nonetheless on Noah Gibson. He already has one tonight. And Max Wadham bring it up for us. Moving it over to Shea O'Leary. Moves it over to McGregor Mills. Mills moving it over to Sawyer Swim. Swim surveying his options. Matt Gorman now with it. Over to Ben McDonald on the right side. Back over to Sawyer Swim. Back to McGregor Mills. McGregor Mills has a pick set by Sawyer Swim. Mills getting loose there, firing a quick shot, but doesn't go as Ben McDonald will keep the ball and fire it down deep on that reset. And Ben Barrero will get us started up here. Moves it off to Thomas Cluett. Cluett over to Noah Lacombe-Petra. Noah Lacombe-Petra being pressured there by number 3 for the Rebels. As Noah Lacombe-Petra fires a shot, and just missing the mark there was number 11 for the Bandits. As number 3, Ashley Boren. And he was phased for the Rebels. So a lot of rookies here. Landon Basso, but doesn't go. As Ben McDonald picks it up now. McDonald looking to turn on the Jets. But he moves it off to his teammate, Ryan Maloney. Maloney over to McGregor Mills. Mills over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald playing pick and catch with Heath Boulevard. McDonald firing an underhand rip, but to no avail as Landon Basso picks up the ball. Landon Basso with lots of room on the floor, but elects to pass it off. Over to Noah Lacombe-Petra. Petra with it now. Petra fires an underhand rip, and a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. And Andrew George will run it up for us. Andrew George for the Rebels. Rebels surveying his options, moving it over to McGregor Mills. So, with 10 minutes left here in the third, the Rebels trying to get anything going here and claw their way back into this game. Matt Gorman fires, and a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon to stone Matt Gorman on that outside rip. Falls with number 18, Ryan Maloney. Maloney moving it down, and a dunk attempt there by McGregor Mills. But Landon Ryan will pick it up. Ryan powering his way through. The big man swim moving, and we have a holding call coming to the Rebels. As it looks like either McGregor Mills or number 19, Shea O'Leary will be going off. It looks like the penalty will be going to number 19, Shea O'Leary. We will take a quick break here for the 10-minute intermission. Here we go here with 9:31 left to go in the third period. The Bandits go up on the power play. And number 15, Parker McConnell, has been electric here tonight for the Dartmouth Bandits. Will look to get us started and extend this lead to 10. As Ethan Firth with it now. McConnell back over to Noah Petra. Petra moving it over to Firth. There's Petra now on the top. Moving it down to Parker McConnell. McConnell bringing it up the side. McConnell moving around the outside here. Some dishes are passed back over to where he ran up. No avail. 8 to go in the shot clock. McConnell dishes over to Noah Petra, who finds a lane and scores. And the Bandits go up 10-5. Noah Petra makes it a hat trick on the feet, and a 6th point here tonight for Parker McConnell. As McConnell looking to shoot and just fires a behind the back pass. And Noah Petra does the rest and beats Lucas Johnstone down to the right. And just like that, the Bandits go up by 5. So a huge hole here for the Rebels, who beat them in their preseason matchup in a close game. But the Bandits looking to play spoiler here, as well. We picked up off the draw here from Matt Gorman. Gorman trying to fight his way to the front, but to no avail. Gorman moving it over to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald, so dragging moving it over to Matt Gorman, who fires a shot. And it looked like it was blocked, but Landon Basso has a step here. Basso firing a jump shot, and a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. As Owen Rhino will survey his options here. Owen Rhino being run up there by Landon Basso. Shea O'Leary with it now, as the Rebels get their offensive set going. Sawyer Swin with it now. Swin moving it over to Ryan Maloney. Move it over to McGregor Mills. Mills looking for some options here, looking for Ryan Maloney cut through the middle. It doesn't go. And Ben Barrero is pushed down there by Keith Bolivar. So here comes Ben Barrero charging in, but he elects to peel off. Ben Barrero with it still. He moves it up to Parker McConnell. Parker McConnell surveying his options with 8 to go left in the shot clock. Move it over to Landon Ryan, who's getting his first look on the offensive side. He fires an underhand rip, looking for a reset, but to no avail. Move goes St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball. McGregor Mills with it now. With 7:35 left to go in the third. Mills playing hidden ball trick with Matt Gorman. Move it over to Ryan Maloney on the left side. Maloney loses the handle. And some great defending here by the Dartmouth Bandits. As Matt Gorman will find it. Gorman over to Ben McDonald. McDonald fires an underhand rip, and a save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. As a mysterious number 16 will start us off here for the Bandits. Looking for Gregor Beach up the way there. The ball took a funny bounce off the change door there, but the Rebels recover it. As Ben McDonald fake pass over to Ryan Maloney, moving it over to Matt Gorman instead. And a swing across to Ryan Maloney. Maloney there, working with number 77, Lone Conrad. Back over to Matt Gorman. Gorman moving in. Gorman firing. Save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. A great stop by TJ Cornell-Nixon, who has been excellent here tonight, maintaining their 5-goal lead. The ball's passed over, picked up by the Dartmouth Bandits. As there's a lot of stick work coming from the Rebels on the Dartmouth Bandits, but the referees keeping the whistles away here as we approach the 6-minute mark left in the third. Ethan Firth with it now down in the corner. Firth working on Max Baldwin. Firth is stripped by Max Baldwin, and they will expire the shot clock here as Jake Prince will get us started up here. Jake Prince looking for his offensive players. Prince still with it. Prince losing the handle. Moves it over to Ryan Maloney. And Landon Basso and Jake Prince getting involved here, but nothing comes of it. And McGregor Mills coming to the front, firing an underhand. They're trying to go underneath TJ Cornell-Nixon, but he stones them cold again. And we will go Rebels ball here with McGregor Mills starting it off to the right of TJ Cornell-Nixon. And McGregor Mills still with it. Moving it over to Sawyer Swim. Swim surveying his options. Moving it over to Heath Bolivar. Bolivar over to Ryan Maloney there. Fires a rip. Great shoulder save. Made again by TJ Cornell-Nixon. And the Bandits will bat the ball all the way down. The ball be moved up here by number 29, Zach McInnes. McInnes with some wheels. He'll join the offensive set. Ryan Maloney still with it. Moving it over to Shea O'Leary. O'Leary playing pick with Heath Bolivar. But the pass is picked off here. Landon Ryan, swim move. And he's pressured by 3 Rebels. Landon Ryan powering his way through here. Still with the ball. Landon Ryan just killing the rest of the clock here. So some great offensive pressure here by Landon Ryan. And we have a penalty coming up for the Dartmouth Bandits. And it looks like Landon Ryan will go off. And a quick stick here by Ryan Maloney on the feed from McGregor Mills. But nonetheless, the Rebels will go up on the power play on the illegal cross-checking call coming to number 5, Landon Ryan, former teammate of the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. As number 18 will look to kickstart a comeback here of grand proportion. Number 18, Ryan Maloney, will start us off. And moving it over to McGregor Mills. Now down to Logan Conrad. Back up to Mills. To Maloney. Back over to Ben McDonald. Over to Maloney. To McDonald. Maloney. Maloney fires a shot. TJ Cornell-Nixon dives right on it. He has been absolutely stellar here tonight for the Dartmouth Bandits. Gregor Beach is double teamed by the Rebels. The ball squared out for Landon Basso. Basso with some wheels. He looks to get through. Landon Basso trying to fire. Underhand shovel. And a great save made by Lucas Johnstone. So some penalty kill effort here from number 88, who already has one on the penalty kill. Not too long ago. Ben McDonald still with it. As they set up on the L here. Ryan Maloney with it now. Moving it over to McGregor Mills. Back to Maloney. To McGregor. With just mishandling the pass there. He is pressured there by number 12, Mason McLean. McGregor Mills coming up front, firing an underhand shot. Save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. Another drive here by Ryan Maloney. TJ Cornell-Nixon answers the bell once again. It's picked up here by the Rebels. And it looks like we have an injured Rebel down on the floor, and it looks like captain number 18, Ryan Maloney, is down and in some discomfort here, as he has had a couple of issues around his knee, and we pray that he is all right here, as Maloney seems to be getting off under his own strength. So some very good news for the Rebels there, who are already down a couple offensive juggernauts. As well, we started up here with 25 seconds left to go in the shot clock. So new addition to the rules this year. On injury time, the shot clock does not reset. The ball's going to go in the horn here. Ben McDonald down to Logan Conrad, who almost beat TJ Cornell-Nixon, but doesn't go. So great quick stick there from number 77 and my personal co-worker, Logan Conrad. And a 10-second violation to the Bandits there. And we will go St. Margaret's Bay Rebels ball with 2:39 left to go here in the third. Still up on the power play are the Rebels. And another penalty coming. No, and it was a washed out penalty there from Chris Susi, who thought there was an illegal substitution call. So nobody's perfect. That's a prime example there from veteran Chris Susi. And a flip pass over to Matt Gorman, firing. And a great save made by TJ Cornell-Nixon. And the Bandits goaltender standing strong here as the penalty expires. McGregor Mills still working on number 16, the mysterious man there. Ben McDonald with it. Fires an underhand rip and scores. Ben McDonald makes it 4 on the night. And just like that, it's 10-6. So the Rebels here gaining some life as Ben McDonald just getting a pass from McGregor Mills. And he is the quarterback on this set. He fires an underhand rip past the right leg guard. Short side on TJ Cornell Nixon. And the St. Mary's Huskies midfielder has 4 here tonight for the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels on the offensive side. As we get set here and the Rebels recover the ball. With 2-minute mark, or at the 2-minute mark here, Rebels still down by 4. As Killian Holloway will give it off to McGregor Mills. And we will look to Lucas Johnstone, see if they pull him the next minute or 2. And the ball's lost there, but picked up by Matt Gorman. Gorman flipping it back up to Ben McDonald, moves it over to McGregor Mills. Mills spinning, firing a shot. Save made by TJ Cornell Nixon. And a nifty pass there from number 15 of the Rebels to get it back to Ben McDonald. Just fantastic pass. But the Bandits will go up the other way and look to kill off the rest of this game. The Bandits offense coming alive here in the second and the third. After being stagnant in the first. That's the ball being moved up to Ethan Firth. Firth with 12 to go on the shot clock. Firth fires and rip. And looked like that man missed the net. But a shot here by Noah Gibson doesn't go. And with a minute to go, the Rebels will need a miracle here to score 4 straight. As Killian Holloway will bring it up for us. And we go to Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald surveying his options. Moves it over to Shea O'Leary. And it looks like Logan Conrad is getting involved with number 13. As number 6 there for the Rebels diving to the crease with McGregor Mills. And here goes Landon Basso. Landon Basso moves off to the corner with 35 left to go here in the third. As the Bandits will look to kill off this period and the game on the last set of the game here. Number 14, Thomas Coolett, just moving the ball up to the half wall there. He rips a shot, fires, and that one hit the post. A great shot there by Thomas Coolett. And looks like Roman McNeil may have been called in the last minutes of the game here. But some good sportsmanship between the two. But the Dartmouth Bandits stay perfect at home. And they knock off my former team and the St. Margaret's Bay Rebels. So responding to the preseason loss to the Rebels in kind with an offensive showing in the second period. As TJ Cornell Nixon was absolutely outstanding for the Bandits, the former Mi'kmaq goalie. Just shutting them out completely here in the third. And with that, our game concludes, and we thank you for joining us tonight for another ECJLL matchup in the Bandits' home season here. And we hope that you have a great night.